So, let's imagine a scenario together. You are the evil HR team of an evil company. Let's say you've been given a super important task. You need to try and avoid giving out promotions and pay rises as much as you possibly can. Sounds straightforward, right? But here's the catch. You have to keep as many of your employees as possible where they are. You don't want anybody leaving or quitting. How would you go about it? But first of all, a quick disclaimer. This video isn't written to have a go at HR teams. These people catch a lot of flack for just doing their job. Their job? To protect the interests of the company's owners at all costs. If you have a problem with that, then oh boy, do I have some bad news for you about living in a capitalist society. But anyway, back to the problem. You have to avoid giving out promotions while keeping as many people where they are as possible. What are you going to do?
Sales targets.
So here's how the conversation goes. We're not doing promotions right now because we had a bad sales quarter. But how do you know we had a bad quarter? We didn't hit our targets. But who sets those targets? Will you stop asking stupid questions? And here's the thing. Don't be too surprised if somehow the company ends up missing its targets for multiple years on end, even if it's still profitable. It definitely happens, guys. Believe me, it definitely happens. Naturally though, there are also other benefits to missing your targets all the time. You can use this missing sales targets culture climate thing, whatever, to push back on all different kinds of costs. You know, maintenance, buying new equipment, bonuses, non-salary perks. It's not just about denying those pesky wabbit employees wanting more money and recognition. But there's more.
It's just policy, bro.
Policies! Yeah! We all hate them, but there's a reason why companies love them. It's because, no surprise, we can direct all the blame on the policy. Do any of these sound familiar? Things like, I'm terribly sorry dear, we only promote people who've been in their role for 2 years or more. Each year there's a pool of only 40 employees from your level who can get promoted. I'm afraid you're not eligible for a promotion as you didn't get a 5-star rating this year. And guess what? No one else did. However, it doesn't really matter what the policy is so long as A, you have one, and B, your policy is likely or very likely to exclude everyone from qualifying. And of course, when you ask who wrote the policies or how do you get the policies changed, it's always, we'll review it next year. Or, we're just about to review it, don't worry, we'll take in your feedback to account. Obviously, that way when you have to say no to a specific person for a pay rise or a promotion, whatever, you can instead point to the policy and blame that instead of your own decision or having to say something rude about that employee's performance. Now we're talking! But there is another way.
The forbidden techniques.
And finally, we come on to the forbidden techniques. These are taught to only the most malign, dastardly and wicked of HR teams, and for good reason too. Namely, they all require a base level of competence, which, you know, is something that most companies that choose not to promote their employees lack. Here is the quickfire round. Cue the music! Of course, none of these forbidden techniques stack up to the big two that we first looked at, namely, policy says no, and setting those aggressive sales targets that you just narrowly miss quarter after quarter. However, every little helps.
Does this sound familiar?
So, why are we talking about this hypothetical scenario today? Well, it's important that you recognise these things when they happen to you. Most people at the beginning of their career go in with good intentions to work hard, to do well, and climb the ranks of that particular company. But just as equally, it's worth bearing in mind that your employer's intentions may not be as pure as yours, and it's important that you're able to recognise the signs of when this might be the case.
So why do companies do this?
So, I think there's a strange feedback loop going on here, but if I had to sum it up in one word, it is short-termism. Anecdotally, going back to the 80s or whatever, the payback period, investment horizon, whatever you want to call it, the time period which you're looking at has massively shrunk in the last few decades. Back in the old days, it used to be 10 or longer, and in places like Japan, it used to be a 20 or 30 year payback period, or investment horizon. But these days, the leadership of publicly traded companies have it even worse. Their scrotums are forever trapped in a mangle marked next quarter's results, and they act just as desperately. You'd be lucky to find a 3-year time horizon amongst Western companies these days. And then, that's only if the company is going to be sold in 3 years' time. So, if you're the company leadership and you have a fondness for your delicate areas, what are you going to do? You push back on all cost increases, including all those rubbish promotions and pay rises.
So what does this all mean for me?
So look, I hear what many of you might be thinking. And yes, the best promotion might be the one that is handed to you in recognition of what you do. It would feel amazing to get recognised for your efforts just by doing well and staying where you are. It sounds obvious, but leaving for a higher paid job with a better title at a better company is always better than a promotion that is promised, but never materialises. If we were to draw a quick tier list, it would look something like this. Right at the top, we've got the promotion that magically appears just because you're so amazing. Second up, we've got the promotion that appears because you went out and found a different job at a different company that treats you better, gives you a nicer title, and one that you got for yourself. But then, right at the very bottom is the promotion that you're promised that never materialises. Not everything is done in bad faith, but just because someone is nice to your face, and I'm sure you've got many, many nice colleagues and nice HR teams, just because somebody is nice to your face doesn't mean that they're not actively trying to exploit you, or at the very least keep you where you are without you recognising that your market value has changed. If your company has lots of policies around performance and promotion and has all these aggressive sales targets it's never quite hitting, you might have a hint as to what kind of company you're working for. So what do you think? Have you come across other secret, devious methods for pushing back on employee raises and pay rises and those kind of horrible things? Thanks for watching. Next time round, we'll be covering the story of One Mound's £110 million bonus and how everything went so damn right for the UK housing market. If you would be interested in more of this kind of esoterica and garbage, you can join me by hitting that subscribe button, and I'll see you next time.